tuning in. Today I'm going to tell you a story about my visit to India. It's such a long time since I actually went now, but I just finally getting a chance to talk about it. So I went to India in October. So I will rewind a couple of months way before that. So at the beginning of last year, I was connected with Kitty, who works in India, and she's part of an organization called Okai. She is the head of Okai, and Okai is a social enterprise under Tata Chemicals, and they also have a similar thing here in Kenya, in Magadi, helping Maasai women. So she was looking for a local jewelry designer that can work with the women and help develop them and maybe find a way to use what they can do to create contemporary jewelry. So got to go to Malkia for the first time earlier this year in April, which was fantastic. Last year, 2016 in April. Had a really great time. I spent about 3 days there, 3 to 4 days there, and met like about 40 women who are extremely talented. And we did a workshop. I bought some jewelry, or rather Maasai panels, which I used to make jewelry with it, which was an exciting project. And you can, if you're based in the UK, you can buy some of the items that I have also made for them from the women. And I'll put the link down below for my Etsy shop. So we connected with Kitty, and then I kept saying I'd love to see what they do in India, because they do something similar, but their women make things for homes, for clothing wear, so they deal definitely more with apparel clothing and also homeware, like pillowcases, kill covers, that kind of thing. So I really wanted to see what they do and achieve there. So I then decided, I'm tired of keep saying I'm going to go to India, I'm going to go to India, I'm going to go to India. So I just booked my ticket, and I went to India in October after my surprise visit in UK. So I went to India. I absolutely loved it. So I was in Mumbai, and then I went to a place called Mitapur, which is where the women that work for Okai are based. So I got to see what they do, and oh my god, they're incredible, and they're such warm, loving people. And in the end, I decided I wanted to collaborate with them, and I was thinking of what can I do and how can I infuse Indian design into my jewelry making concept. So I decided I'm gonna do a chokbai lash collection. I'm actually showcasing one right now, and there's still some available from the women. So we did some with mirror work, and they did amazing mirror work. And I'll put pictures maybe within the video at the end. I got them to do some with mirror stuff. Some we did were plain material, and then I used those to transform into chokers. So it was a wonderful experience. So working with the organization and seeing what they do, and it made me also think of myself not just as a one person running a business, but what I can do and what I can achieve if I put my goals into it, and I can create a business, a bigger business, and create an empire like what I want to do. So it was a very interesting, very eye-opening experience. Now, I want to talk about India. First of all, like Mumbai, okay, there's a really strong fish smell when you get there, and you kind of get accustomed to it after a while, but initially you're like, what the hell? But other than that, it's very, I think in my head, because I guess I've watched Indian films in the past, and I felt that like in Mumbai it'd be very conservative, but no, you can pretty much wear anything you want. Like the area I went to, Mitapur, I had to be more conservative in my dressing, because it was more rural area, and like in that particular area, they don't even eat meat. Everything is vegetarian. So the disparity between the two is very evident. But in Mumbai, it's great. Like the nightlife is fantastic. I had a really good time, although I'm a bit spoiled by being in Kenya, where the clubs like do stay longer than 1:30 or 3 o'clock, depending on the club you go to. But I had a great experience. If you ever go to Mumbai, you must visit a bar called the Bar Stock Exchange. They're not sponsoring me, but I just thought it's a really cool venue. And the Bar Stock Exchange works. If I order tequila, I'll get it at the basic price. But if I order more, or if someone else starts ordering within the bar, they start ordering, the price for it goes up. So it's kind of like stock exchange concept. And I believe that the one in India, there's only one in India and one in New York at the moment. So for me, that was really interesting. I really liked it, and it felt like you were in Wall Street when you get in there. I love the food. I thought I would have problems because I'm very sensitive, but I enjoyed it. I ate street food. I ate Indian food at restaurants. The good thing also about Mumbai is it's very historical. So they've preserved the buildings from the colonial time. So it's such a nice place to go for walks and stuff. They've got the marine drive, so you can actually walk by the sea and sit there by the sea and chill out with your friends or by yourself. It's really, really lovely. I spent my last day there. I was fortunate enough to be surrounded by cool people, and because I guess some people, when I said to some people I went to India, they're like, what did you find interesting about it? But I snapped a lot about it. And people kept DMing me saying, wow, like I didn't think India was like that. But it's very much like in Mumbai, it's very much like a metropolitan city. However, black women, I guess, are not common within India. So I had a very interesting experience. I had short braids when I went, and they found those fascinating. They'd never seen, it's like they'd never seen braids. So I got a lot of stares a lot. I felt like a celebrity because people were trying to take pictures with me. People were even asking to take pictures with me. So that was an interesting experience. I went to a Red Bull concert, and that was amazing. Had so much fun. Like, I would recommend that you must tick off India in your life. Like, I want to go back. I want to visit a place called Hampi. I would like to go to see where the Taj Mahal is, but there's so much more to India than most people don't know about. The buildings are amazing. It's a great place if you're a photographer. If you're a jewellery person like myself, one of the places that I've been told I must go is Jaipur, which is one place I'd like to tick off. But yeah, the culture is amazing, and they're super nice people. I had a great time. Like, India was fantastic for me. I went to an area pool where I watched the sunset. Like, there's so many things you can do, and so many things you can experience. And the good thing with Mumbai, if you find a hotel or accommodation after the airport, so like the side of Colaba, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but yeah, you can walk within the streets quite easily. But yeah, and if you're a churchgoer, there's loads of churches to go to. But yeah, I found great bargains. You can buy stuff from the street, like there's shoes sold, whatever you want. But yeah, I had an amazing experience. The food was lovely. Looking at the history of the country was really cool, like the buildings and stuff. Will I go back again? Absolutely, and if God wills, I'd really like to go back same time this year. But I loved India, and it was great. I felt like a celebrity, so that was quite funny. So if you're a black girl or black woman and you've never been to India, and if you don't like attention, don't go with braids. Perhaps go with human hair or weave or whatever. Might get less attention. But yeah, But apart from that, it was great. I had fun, and I look forward to working with both organisations, one in India and the one in Kenya, and seeing what we're going to come up with this year. So that's my story, and India was fantastic, and thanks for listening, and I will share more stories of where I've travelled to this year just gone, actually this just December. So yeah, take care and have a lovely day wherever you are, and thank you for listening. Do subscribe if you've never subscribed to my channel before. Like, share with me your travel stories, and thanks for listening and watching.